Usually when you think about democracy, you think about putting a vote on a ballot.
Sometimes we only think about, oh, let's vote, voting every 4 years, every 6 years. Well, what happened in between?
In a world where we had real participatory democracy, people would get what they need to thrive.
Participatory democracy is a type of democracy in which people make the decisions that affect their lives. It enables all of us to work with government to decide on laws, on policies, on budgets, rather than only electing other people to decide for us.
Come December 2016, we voted out a dictator. The question was, what's next for the community as well? And that's when we started talking about the issue of budget.
I'm from Colombia, and for decades we have been struggling to find peace. I started to realize that if we can find the spaces where we can work together and where everyone has a voice, perhaps people can solve their problems through words and not through arms.
Who taught you? Our mothers, our parents, who else? Yes, of course, okay.
It's not just about influencing, having a say. It's really about being able to say, we are the experts, we know what needs to be changed, and we know how it should work in the future.
At the end of the day, we're just coming up with different methods. The end goal of having the citizen being heard, that's what unites all of us.
What this field needs is to have lots of people working together, collaborating effectively, sharing their expertise, sharing their pains, sharing their glows, and people power allows that.
Our role is really to bring together the community of organizations and leaders and advocates who are building participatory democracy and to help them do their job better.
I was introduced to the participatory budgeting playbook that People Power developed, and I found it very interesting because I knew the term, but now the tool, the approaches that you have to employ in making sure it becomes a meaningful participatory democracy approach, I didn't know about it.
Every member at People Powered or every organization is struggling with things like finding access to funding, finding ways to work with their local governments, finding ways also to reach out to people, right? So being part of this community, the mentorship, the resource center, or even the playbook makes your journey a little bit easier, so you don't feel like you're the only one who's struggling with this.
People need to hear from each other so that they can stop reinventing the wheel, so that they can learn from each other, share case studies, or just sit with someone who understands the same challenges that you're going through.
People Powered is really unique. It prioritizes the work in the Global South and leadership from the Global South, and it really focused on field building in a way that's inclusive.
One of our principles is that there are many ways to do participatory democracy, and we're not gonna tell you how to do it. We're gonna make your work easier.
People Powered not just talks the talk, but walks the walk.
So our members are the ones who are deciding how we spend our money, they are building the resources, they are doing the training. Everything that we do is in partnership and in community.
For me, participatory democracy means having a voice and having a mechanism to have that voice heard.